You see that? See that? That's my head. That's you. That's my record. That's the 1-2 record that we had last night. Hopefully that makes you feel a little better. I feel awful. To go 1-2 in a 3-leg parlay is fucking terrible. And I apologize. I mean, can you imagine how bad it would be if we got reverse swept? That doesn't happen, though. Ugh. Do you remember this guy, by the way? All that shit would fly out. Gallagher, rest in peace. All that shit would fly out all over the place. I guarantee you that there was somebody in that audience thinking, this son of, that's my capper. That's the guy who gave me those 3 picks in the NBA last night, and I'm just envisioning that ugly, fat face of his as Gallagher smashes it into bits all over the place. Can you hit the thumbs up button, subscribe, please? Can you, please? Let's start with an over. Let's start with a total. Hey, the Heat and the Cavs, they don't give up a lot of points, right? Top 2 in the league right now as far as giving up the fewest amount of points per game to their opponents. Cleveland has been struggling. Granted, it's been without Donovan Mitchell. The Miami Heat, on the other hand, not so much. Heat are playing well, although they had that little stumble. And you look at defensively, that was their lapse really last time out. Well, this is a great opportunity for us to take advantage of something that has been a little too extreme on the opposite. Oh, 2 great defensive teams. Let's drop that total. Well, hold on a second. Donovan Mitchell expected back tonight. It's at home for Cleveland, which is a much different scenario than the Cavs on the road. So are we automatically going to assume that this game is going to be 98-94, where the Miami Heat cover a 5.5-point spread in a low-scoring game? I think it's going to be the opposite. The mentality, you're not going to fall into the strategy of the other team. The other team wants you to slow it down. The other team wants you to be methodical. The other team wants to bleed you out. You want to push. You want to counter. You want to put them in an uncomfortable spot. Both teams have guys who can push. Both teams have guys who can score in mass volume. Both teams have the ability to stretch it out and shoot from 3. Let's go over to 11.5 right away to start things off. Speaking of starting things off, can I interest you in $200? And all it's going to take is $5. That's it, $5. All right, Wake Forest is playing Duke tonight. Who cares? All I need you to do is take 90 seconds out of your life. That's it, 90 seconds out of your life. Here's what you're going to do. You're going to click a link below, or there's that head that Gallagher smashed last night. See that QR code? That works too. Either way, it's here for you. It works, right? It's totally across the board. It works for you. You have to be 21 or older. If you have a gambling problem, call 1-800-GAMBLER. You have to live in a state where you can legally place a bet, right? Maybe you're new in a state like Ohio. Maybe you're in a state where you can bet now. DraftKings is there. Let me sign up. Somebody in your house hasn't signed up. Whatever the case is, it doesn't matter. We just want you in here, okay? Now, you go back, bet that $5 immediate. Don't waste any time. I've seen some of you sign up and just leave it. Oh, I'll get to it. You're not going to get the $200 unless you immediately place the wager. Who cares if Wake Forest wins or loses or gets blown out by 30? You don't even need to wait for this game to tip. That's it. Just as soon as you place the bet, $200 right back into your account. Second play. I don't give a shit what's going on with LeBron James. It's inconsequential to me. I'll follow social. You can follow me at Shander Show, and we'll see just as far as where people go. Oh, LeBron's close to I'll be alerted on social when LeBron is close and start caring about that. Right now, his injury or when he's playing, it's too much. I can't keep going after the injured player who cries wolf. In fact, it doesn't matter if LeBron James plays or not tonight. Doesn't matter if Anthony Davis. It doesn't matter at all what's going on with the Lakers. The Lakers aren't good enough for that to matter against a team as desperate right now as the New York Knicks. Knicks have been way up and down this year. They're coming off a bad stretch right now. What, the latest was a 5th in their 7th game of a loss now. So it just hasn't been good overall. That's going to be the bigger point here. It's going to be for the Knicks a sense of desperation to snap out of this skid. And we have seen so volatile this year. They have the scoring capability. The one thing that's been killing them from three, right? Like defense stopping the perimeter, allowing teams to shoot comfortably from three. Is that truly going to undo them against this LA Lakers team? No. In fact, they have an opportunity to kind of tighten that up. You're getting less than a full bucket, which is 3 points, three-pointer here. I'm going to go under that, lay the 2.5 at home for a team that has no choice at this point. If they are serious about making a push, if they are serious about trying to prevent even more stress on them in the final stretch of the season, these are the types of games that you have to win. These are the types of games that allow you to snap out of a funk. It's not going to happen overnight, but it can happen tonight, at least the starting process. And look, the Lakers just aren't good enough to trust right now. That short of a line? And the Knicks deserve it. Like, this isn't, that's a short line. Why? The Knicks deserve it. They've lost 5 of 7. They suck right now, but we've seen them snap out. Now, whatever's going on with the Denver Nuggets, you'd like to think, well, okay, that's probably not going to last. I don't necessarily believe that the Denver Nuggets now lose their 3rd straight game. But if you're looking at plus 7.5 over what could be the lone key number left in the NBA, you've got an opportunity to take advantage of Brandon Ingram coming back with just some nice volume scoring. Yes, CJ Zion, you're still dealing with mass injury at the top, but you've got a scorer now that can come back and help keep you in a basketball game. This is a tough matchup. It's going to be tough up front for Valanciunas. It's just going to be tough all over. But the Pelicans, and this is where I think you can look at a team who was talented enough to be up there, right? By the way, McCollum is playing tonight, which is another reason why we love this at 7.5. Hang in this basketball game. That's what we're asking the New Orleans Pelicans to do. Hang in a game in which Denver right now, everybody's going to be on Denver. No way Denver loses their 3rd. No way they continue this struggle. I'm not saying that Denver loses this game, but New Orleans is being shorted here and given an extra point, maybe 1.5, where this should definitely be at least 7, if not under 7, with the return of McCollum and Ingram, with the expectation, part of me, that neither one of these are going to be severely limited with minutes. Sign me up. I'll take the Pelicans plus 7.5. There's your 3-leg parlay over 211.5 for the Heat, Cavs. Knicks minus 2.5, Pelicans plus 7.5. We run these solo, but invite you to run a half unit on the parlay each and every night. Speaking of which, if you want parlays, we have it. If you want parlays, we have it. There's a link below. I'm doing NBA parlays every night. We had a 4-leg parlay last night, missed by 1. We had a 8-leg round robin. We went 5 and 3 in that. So we're doing this every time, every day. I've got parlays for you. I've got parlays in the NFL, NHL, NBA. We're NBA for days. So click a link. You want some access here, insider access, ES Insider. Now, let me tell you about the BetPro tool. This is fantastic. All right. This is a money-making opportunity for you. We have this every single day available to you with key metrics that you won't find anywhere else. Anywhere else. Jump in. There's a link below. It's working. We are all using this tool. We're posting plays from this tool on the Discord. We're posting plays from this tool on social. This is a proven positive percentage ROI. You will make money with this tool. We have all done it, and we want you to as well. All right, so hit the thumbs up button and subscribe on your way out, please.